We just pulled into a Boondocker's welcome site just south of Old Town, Florida. We weren't really sure what to expect when we got here, but it's pretty amazing. It's right on a river. We've got a fire pit set up for us, and the girls have a place to play right in the sand.
Hi. Hi. We're cleaning sand to make sand castles. Yeah.
Moving all the wood for the fire, we found a snake underneath. Now we just gotta get him away so that we can turn on our bonfire. Were you scared of the snake?
Mm-hmm. No, not really.
Not really?
Mm-hmm.
We got rid of him.
Uh-huh.
Now we can start our fire.
Mm-hmm.
Today we are exploring Manatee Springs State Park in Central Florida. Hopefully to get to see some manatees, do some swimming in the cold water of the springs, and then do some hiking as well. As the name of the park implies, there are freshwater springs here, which you can swim in, and the manatees actually use this area for wintering, since the 72-degree waters are constant throughout the year.
Cold. We'll get moving. I want to see a manatee. What else we do?
You like manatees?
You've never even seen them. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, I found a manatee.
That's a tree.
It's a big bump.
We've walked all of the docks here, following the water trail, and we still haven't seen any manatees. Lana's really sad.
And I'm cold.
And you're cold, but did we see some ducks? And what else did we see?
A deer.
A deer. It was like 2 feet away from us. It was gonna eat us.
Nope.
No. No. When we got to this campsite 3 days ago, we put the slide out and we noticed that it was a little bit crooked, but we really didn't think much of it because we've had a crooked slide before. But when we went to put it in today, this is what happened to the trim on the edge of the slide. This side of the slide is a little bit too close to the wall here, and it completely ripped it off. So it looks like if we hitch up the trailer to the truck, it should level out a little bit and move it away from the wall. So we're going to try that so that we can see if we can get the slide back in without any issues. But once we're done, we're going to have to find a way to fix this.
Well, after that, things did not go quite according to plan. And in the midst of the stress and the drama of it all, we stopped filming and just had to problem solve. So let's fill you in on how things went.
So in trying to get the slide back in without it making contact with the side of the RV again, we lifted up the tongue of the RV so that we get it pushed off and some of the weight off of it. But in doing so, the ground that we were on was really soft and sandy, and the trailer actually slipped off and it almost collapsed. Fortunately though, the stabilizer jacks did catch it midway. But now we have 2 front stabilizer jacks which are bent out of shape, which we're going to have to replace. We finally got it hitched back up to the truck so that it was secure and stabilized, and then we managed to get the slide pulled back in without any issues, without it grinding against the side of the RV wall. So we still have to get the slide fixed. The seam at the bottom hasn't been replaced yet, but we'll get there.
We were told that when we set out on the road full time, that the first month or so we would have lots of great stories like this. And so we've got our first story of like this crazy, scary thing that happened. And luckily everyone is safe. No one was hurt.
No real damage.
Yeah. So we'll just have another story to add to our adventure. So this was our very first Boondockers Welcome experience, and we were blown away by the location and our hosts. Everything was just incredible. Right after this, we stayed at another Boondockers welcome site, and it was a completely different experience. It was in a driveway and a neighborhood and just not the same. But we'll continue to try out the Boondockers welcome as we travel. It's a great way to stay for free and see different places for short visits.
Yeah, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we're going to be posting a lot more videos about the different places we travel to, the different campsites we stay at, and a whole lot more.